Yes, hello all you wonderful people. I have somewhat of a game here. Can you guess what map we're on? It looks familiar, doesn't it? See? It's Nexus, Bottom! Or sort of like a little bit early winter here, a little bit of snow. It's actually falling on the ground here. Anywho, let's introduce our players, but even though I suspect they may not even need an introduction, it is DevM, one of the Company of Heroes Grandmasters, and he is up against Isildur, one of the recent recent Grandmasters. Okay, he is definitely a force to be reckoned with. So this is old school versus new school Company of Heroes players here, mashing up in one explosive match. But yeah, DevM playing as the Soviets and Isildur playing as the Oberkommando West. DevM, he has already locked in Armored Assault. Isildur is bringing along with him Elite Armored Doctrine, along with Grand Offensive, and of course Overwatch Doctrine. Bulletins wise, buffs for the mainline infantry, and DevM, he is bringing along faster sysgun production, while Isildur, he wants to buff his Panzer IV with a little extra armor. Okay, Isildur not taking that engagement, at least not on those terms. Goes around hiding here in the corner, just waiting for anyone to come around there so he can really unload. Taking green cover here, trying to protect his cutoff point. DevM just cutting through. While that's happening, they are storming in, but let's quickly check on up here where DevM is launching a... Wow, what an assault here. 4 versus 10, no contest. Meanwhile, Isildur pushes off the combat engineers, but not before they took one casualty. 5 versus 5, all neutral cover here. I suspect that the conscript will lose this one, but no, more forces are coming in from both sides actually here. Now shifting his attention to the newly arrived squad. Not sure why he did that. I mean, he could have continued to attack them and then push them on the field. Yeah, okay. Anyway, that's a retreat, and these here are soon to follow. So these boys will remain on the field, and they'll, yeah, DevM also calling back his combat engineers, as they were about to face the Volksgrenadier, and they wouldn't stand a chance against that. Now, DevM, he's like, yeah, I'm just go down here, Doc, and snatch up that delicious fuel, while he himself is securing fuel up in the north. Isildur has locked in Elite Armored Doctrine, got the truck on the field, which of course, to no one's surprise, it's gonna be a 2-2-1. So, anything happening here in base? Medics are here, and DevM, he is sending his troops down south, where he probably expects the counterattack on the fuel point that he just has taken. But oh, look up there. Isildur has a squad to spare, and they are going up north trying to secure the VP. And I suspect they'll just be going for the fuel point afterwards. Nope. We already got some boys ready to take care of that. Sandbags going down. Good. Always order your Volksgrenadiers to lay down sandbags whenever you're capping a point. Unless you, of course, are getting shot at. Then it's not advised. 2-1 has arrived on the field. DevM not opting to retreat. No, instead he plays hide and seek, and Isildur's 2-1 didn't want to play around the bush, because if it got around the corner, it would have been smacked! An AT grenade right in front of it, and then blowing up its engine. Hoorah! Hoorah! We want to! There we go, we got a lock! That ought to put the 2-1 out of action, at least for a while it's limping back to the base for repairs. Yeesh. DevM turning up the heat quite literally here with the flamethrower squad. Let's see. Yeah, Isildur managed to get one squad off. And what is he doing here? Will he be targeting... I don't know what. Well, right now he's just running back. But I was thinking, would he target the conscript squad or the combat engineer? You know, to prevent the merge. Then he could try to move them off the field first. But combat engineers here, they tend to die faster than conscripts, I believe. A little bit more play around down here. Engine has been fully restored. But Isildur, he's a bit hard pressed when it comes to map control. DevM, he's just been all over him. And I'll admit that Soviets versus OKW is not an easy matchup for the Oberkommando West. I just feel that the Soviets are having the advantage in this matchup, generally speaking. And what do I base that on? Well, tournament games that I've seen, it's usually always Soviets versus us there in a tournament setting, followed by Oberkommando West, and so not Soviets but Oberkommando West and USF. At least for the most part, I feel. Don't really have any hard data on it, I'm just going by my gut here. Could of course be wrong. More green cover coming down. Green cover is ready there, and you know, green cover there, green cover everywhere. You want green cover? I'll give you green cover. This is Company of Heroes 2, home of the green cover, where almost every single mainline infantry has access to laying down sandbags. .223. Well, got an upgrade there. The FUG 12 radio set, which also improves its armor. Must be one heck of a sturdy radio. Anyway, good play here by Isildur, denying that green cover there, and yes, placed correctly, not too close to the sandbags where it would otherwise have been possible to still utilize the green cover. And did you see that? That was double Molotovs, man. DevM wanted that squad dead, but they got out alive. Didn't lose any models. Write it in, Sturmgewehrs for alles. Ja, sehr gut. These two squads are getting rather low, and the 223 not... Well, what is it doing? Well, one thing that the 223 should be doing right about now is prepare to meet its doom, as the T-70 is about to hit the field, which of course means that DevM has teched up, and it is, unsurprisingly, the support weapons company that he is gone for. Which will allow him to bring in Sysguns later on. But Sysguns not really needed right now. Right now we're just following this happy little T-70 here as it is approaching the battlefield. Let's just see, the 223 is in sight, and well, looks like Isildur, he's just falling back while some of his troops over here are scrambling to get onto the field to protect the 223, and yeah, DevM not diving in there, not that close to the base exit where the Volks were pouring out. Meanwhile, the T-70 has found other uses. Rather than diving into a sea of Volks grenadiers, it is just standing here and, you know, practicing its aim. But those sandbags are of course making it difficult for it to actually hit its intended target. And oh my god, that's just embarrassing. How many shots were that? Sturmgewehrs, lighten them up. Well, is that okay? There are two windows here that are being utilized to fight the Volks Grenadiers, but it is a losing fight, really. 3 model remains. The T-70 is poking in there and continues to prove that its gunner is apparently drunk or cross-eyed, as it has failed to really hit like 2 squads of Volksgrenadiers clumped up. Ay, ay, ay. 10-minute mark, first sysgun on the field. That ought to help versus the 2-2-3. Oh, might get a wipe here. Yeah, it's unlikely though. Run back, and 2-2-3 is, well, not really doing an awful lot. Not much that it can do, not when the only enemy on the field is the T-70. Well, except for this conscript squad here as well, which are just outside of the capping circle, and the 2-2-3 is happily sending them back home to the Kremlin. Hey, there we go, finally getting some good hits in, and now it's the Raketenwerfer's turn to miss every single shot. Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me! Oh, I don't know what to call that play. I wouldn't call it arrogant, no, but cheeky breaky play. Gonna lose the Raketenwerfer here on retreat, perhaps gets around a little bit of cover there. Again, got one of the guys carrying it, and oh my god, DevM's T-70 here just did a 360 spin with its turret. My god, it spins! Oh no. Oh no 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 you don't. What's that shooting it? Ah, it was just within range of the flag emplacement. What? It appears that DevM has taken his off-meta pill here, as he is going for another T-70. He's like, yeah, this T-70 here, it's doing so incredibly well. I'll get another. Right, in position, about to take out the Raketenwerfer. Come on, boys, grab it. Oh boy, there are 2 of them now. And that's not the drunk T-70 gunner speaking here. There are actually 2 of them. Run! Oh boy, speaking of running, this guy here running into the barrage. Nope, all done, good to go. Back home safely. Anyway, is that the... Yes, the 2-2-3 is just chipping over here to remind these conscripts and Stalin that this is indeed German-occupied territory. But the conscripts, they do not care. The damage has been done, and they're sitting off to reclaim territory for the motherland. Back at base here. Oh my god. It's going to be a triple threat from DevM. He is like, I can't just get enough. Can't get enough of these T-70s. Surprisingly, the 2-2-3 is still alive. And unsurprisingly, Isildur is going to heavily rely on his AT guns here to do something about the triple threat. You know, maybe DevM, he's thinking, oh my god, I'm up against a 223. Well, I only got 70 plus 70 plus 70. Oh, that's 210. I need another one before I can be just as powerful as the 223. But number alone is not the only thing that's powerful. In fact, it's just a name. But what is increasing is, of course, the 1 T-70's veterancy. Run back, Isildur. He's the only one currently sitting on a fuel point. Not too bothered about getting this. Nope, he wants that triple. Oh, okay, that's a little unusual spot, but it'll be fine, it'll be fine. It's not like DevM could utilize that sandbag effect effectively against Isildur, so Engine damage. The 223 of all things are hitting down here. Well, staying at a distance, but what was that? That was probably a shot from the T-70 just hitting the 223. And let's see, can we get a snare in? No. Oh, that's a tire. And now, one T-70. Didn't get hit here, but looks like Isildur, he is about to get overrun by all these T-70s here. Yikes. Meanwhile, the machine gunner is like, sup, my dudes? I'm packing up, going home. Smoke here. 223 trying to save the day. Meanwhile, the Svärdepanzer headquarters is going up at the other base exit. I wonder if the T-70s will spot it. This is not even done yet. Well, just outside of the firing arc here, looks like he will get snared. Double snared, perhaps? Yes, double snared, extra damage. Anywho. The Raketenwerfer is coming over here to help defend the Svärdepanzer headquarters. It's not really set up yet. Okay. The Svärdepanzer headquarters is still healthy. And now the papers are being signed. I mean, the commanding officer is scribbling his initials and signature as fast as possible. Just a shame that his name is Hans von Lügers Schröder Hansi von Mount Everest. Which takes a very long time to put down on a piece of paper. Takes out a T-70 here, but his Svärdepanzer headquarters went poof. Well, no pressure, 223, but it's up to you now to carry Germany to victory as its sole armored vehicle that's currently on the field. Unless Isildur is about to make some sort of crazy combat here, as the T-70s are, well, crippled. One Raketenwerfer is coming out. One more shot is needed for both of the T-70. Hold fire has been issued on one of them. Raketenwerfer. Okay, we don't have a Panzerschreck here. One of those instances where it could have been helpful. 223 providing a little bit of scouting here. They are closing in on the T-70. They got them in their vision. He knows they're up there, and help is now coming out for DevM. And now falling back. Looks like the 223 is about to be further damaged. At least the Stern Pioneers are there trying to deal with it, and machine gunner getting some suppression in. I don't think... even a concussion grenade there for good measure. The 223 is alive. Near truck is on the field here. Will Isildur go for another Svärdepanzer headquarters? Yes, he actually is. He's like, no, I'm not setting up my mechanized regiment. Oh no, please, Isildur, please, no!
We've lost a squad of infantry. Mission accomplished.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Grandmaster of Code 2 is in fact human, like the rest of us, and make mistakes. Or misplays. Can happen to the best of us. So, anyway, got a brand spanking new conscript squad out. That's something. And Isildur, he did manage to steal a Sys-gun, take out a T-70. He did lose a Volksgrenadier squad, I believe. Let's just quick check the units. Yeah, one Volks, and of course he lost the Sturmpile squad. And well, this one is just a vet one. The vet free one is sitting up top of the map, having issued crew repairs, and is readily available to go. Panzer authorization once again completed. And the little T-70 here is just strolling about almost silently. Yep, nothing up here but snow. Back to the studio. Conscripts pushing off some of the false grenadiers, and Isildur is a replacement from his lost Sturmpiles. which of course means that the 223 is out of action for the time being, as it is awaiting engine repairs. Still, despite, you know, the feeling of DevM being the dominant player here, look at the VPs. Isildur sitting at plus 450 and DevM roughly 200 VPs. That's a one heck of a lead for Isildur, and he's got time to rebuild his armor core, or, you know, just build it, as a matter of fact. And DevM, he's got time to lose his armored core, which mainly consists of light tanks. I think the machine gunner, yeah, he'll make a clean getaway. Now, I just wonder, could Monsieur DevM be going for the IS-2, perhaps? I mean, he could go for a T-34 of the smaller variant here, but he's not doing it, so... Huh. But man, these two T-70s here, they have actually... they've done good. They've done good. Well done, Rakettenwerfer. You just destroyed that green cover like a champ. It doesn't count towards your kill count, though. Infantry killed 1. Doink. Well, let's see what Monsieur Isildur can do here. He's trying to take the middle. He's without any high fuel points, so he has to rely on the smaller strategic points to get some fuel flowing. And speaking of fuel flowing, most of it has just been spent on what is going to be a Panzer IV, and it will be up against a T-34/85, I believe it is. Let's just check in. Yeah, it's the big one, the big turret boy. Hold fire has been issued here. They'll probably start shooting at the earliest opportunity that falls to them, like this. There we go. Open fire, you're free to fire. So, let's see, these boys here, they have lost their green cover. They are attempting to soft retreat a little further back, just outside of the T-70's range. And yeah, Syscon on the field. It is a field gun, you know. Pushes back one of the T-70s. But now there's just a much bigger threat on the field here. And looks like DevM calling in Syscon of his own after having lost a 1 to Isildur. A little bit of sneaking down here. Yep, he's been spotted all right, utilizing some of the green cover that previously has been laid there by Isildur. Oh, you cheeky boy. Anyway, a little bit of damage there, and not an awful lot. Destroyed. The T-70 is like coming in. Ah, who invited me to the party? I did. I'm self-invited. And goes back again. Well, this 223 here should have a mine to lay, a Regal mine. Don't think we'll see it though, but man, I love the Regal mine and also the M20's anti-tank mine. You know, it's just so satisfying getting a hit with that mine, completely immobilizing your opponent's vehicle, if not outright destroy it. With, say, a light tank, they are deadly. Double Maschinengewehr, Schwere Maschinengewehr, heavy machine guns coming up for Isildur. That's probably going to be one machine gun covering each VP that he soon will have. There we go. They're getting reinforced. And we have a nice AT wall here. And even given a little bit of recon. Wow, I have the fog of war turned off. And look at how much vision that Soul T-70 is given. That's a lot. Let's quickly check in the middle here. It is, of course, the 223. cutting some conscripts down to size. You are not a anti-tank gun, Mr. Machine Gun. That guy got a punch in his stomach. You could say that he just was out of breath, among other things, after taking that hit. Okay, I see that the reserve has been mobilized, at least for some of them, which means they earn veterancy faster, can reinforce cheaper, and get an extra man. That's a lot of thingy-majiggy just from one upgrade. Though the extra or faster veterancy earned is neglectable, doesn't matter at when they're already vet free. Yes, comrade, fire! And this T-34 here is continuing to do damage. Good pickup from Isildur, but it is... Yeah, okay. He got the conscript squad down to size. It was, of course, the least vetted one of them all that were lost there as they recruit the weapon. And now DevM, he's got some skill planes here. Is this gun firing? Yes, it is. So hopefully they'll be able to do something about all those noisy planes. This gun has been decrewed. 221. Popping some smoke. Also see that Isildur has gone with the tank commander here with his Panzer IV, making the main gun a little more accurate and provides a little bit of extra vision. But DevM, he is soon getting his second T-34, while Isildur is about to have enough fuel for another P4, but lacks the manpower for it. Getting a new Raketen Warfare out there after having lost the Sys gun as it was turned to scrap metal. It looks like the Panzer headquarters there didn't have any luck at shooting down those planes that DevM called in. Machine gun got him pinned and back to base. Better luck next time, DevM. You'll be taking the scenic route next time, I could imagine. Well, this T-70 here just earned vet free and now is stuck on recon duty. But it's good intel to have. Still, look at the VPs again. Isildur still above 400, DevM below 200. And I'd say that DevM, he's the one with the strongest army composition here, but somehow Isildur is actually ahead when it comes to the VPs. Well, 2 AT guns here along with the T-34. One hit on the Panzer IV. And then it is going back. We have a vet 5 223. Though the last veterancy there wasn't enough to save it. I believe the last star on it is it takes less damage once it's been set up, or if it is packing up, something like that. Okay. No, Isildur, what are you doing? Your AT guns are caught way out of position, and yeah, one of them paid the price. Here comes another one. How is Isildur kind of coming back for this one? He's got both T-70s snared, but he only got one Panzer IV on the field at the moment. This one here. Are we gonna see some snare action? Yes, snare, but it won't be enough to kill it. Still alive, and now double anti-tank guns here is pointing in the general direction of the Panzer IV. Meanwhile, Isildur is trying to get one of his AT guns back under his control. Won't be able to find any tanks here as they have all pulled back, and DevM got quite a bit of munition, so he could enable some crew repairs here in order to get his tanks back into the action a little faster. Well, Isildur may hold the majority of the VPs, but from what I can sense, morale is pretty low in his base. He's not reinforcing his guys. What? Okay. We are looking at a soon-to-be Panther in production here for Isildur. Here comes the repair squad. They are gonna have to fix up that Panzer IV. Meanwhile, what is going on here? I don't see any vehicle self-repair coming in. 2 combat engineers are working on it. This one is almost good to go, and still looks like DevM tried once again to flank this one here, but Isildur had relocated his machine gun. Now this gun, the field gun, will be able to provide some artillery support here. Maybe bomb. Yes, bomb. Rope, you want it? It's yours, my friend, as long as you can hit your intended target. The T-70 has no patience for the inaccuracy of the not the T, but the ZIS gun, so it moves in by itself, all by itself. Green cover destroyed. You are not going to use that against me, said Isildur. Radio intercept here, picking up enemy intelligence. Back in base, the combat engineers are working around the clock to ensure that DevM's tanks are in prime condition. What is this? Oh, it's the coordinated barrage. But DevM, he paid attention. He paid attention to it and got his conscripts out of there before they took any losses to the artillery. Tank commander will soon be popping up out of that hatch, and that'll auto improve its accuracy and vision. Standing out here, the combat package has been given, thus they now carry a Panzerschreck along with a minesweeper. Little T-70 there trying to cut down some of the bolts, but to no success as of yet. And these boys here, they're burning up rather fast. But so are the conscripts. Well, not exactly burning, but they are getting shot. Having to run the gauntlet here. Oh, this Panzer IV has been poked. It's been poking too far in the Hornet's nest. And there are the Hornets, but they were scared off by the super Raketenwerfer. It must have looked very intimidating. But then again, DevM, he knows there is a Panther on the field, though it's all the way over here, and I suspect that he already realized that it's there, and thus he didn't want to dive. But speaking of diving, now DevM is dipping his toes as he is going in, but sending in one of them. Nope, he's playing rather safe here. Doesn't want to throw anything away. And now the Panther is coming down here, and it's got high explosive shells loaded for extra damage and penetration. Man, not a single bounce here. These T-34s here are doing a number on the Panther. Oof. Look at all these tanks here. That's a lot. And DevM still has a little bit of PopCap to play around with. Not enough to get a Katusha, though. This little Panzer IV here went to the market, or maybe he's just going to check up on the fuel situation. Double check. They are repairing the Panther as fast as they can. The Wildcat will soon be ready to serve again. No upgrades on one of the conscript squad. I wonder why. It's not like there are any Obersoldaten out there to drop any of their weapons, but then again, he's probably just making sure that he has adequate munitions for you know, skill planes. A little bit of bombing there, disrupting DevM's position. Nothing too serious. He has located without taking damage. Well, except for these conscripts here, as they are dying. T-34, along with the T-70's combined arms. The infantry is also there, represented by these guys. Also a little bit of capping recon mode enabled. Yeah, okay. AT gun. Raketenwerfer. What? Yes. The AT gun, of course, on the field once again. Don't know how many AT guns we have seen on the fields right now. It seems that DevM, he's been very good at, you know, getting rid of them. There's the planes, and we have AA mode activated here. Hopefully this time around it'll actually, you know, do something. Okay, this Panzer IV here has seen better days. The Panther is not fully repaired, abandoned, but destroyed. There's the Panther. Let's see, we might... Yeah, this T-70 here is going down, but not before it taking out a Raketenwerfer there. Meanwhile, the Panther still not able to fire those HE rounds. Now he is good to go, but if he goes in, then he runs the risk of getting gunned down by those planes up in the sky. Doink, 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 doink. That's the sound of the Schwerpanzer headquarters flak gun killing it in the name of. Ah, there we go. Snared, but oh, don't lose your only Sternpire squad. They're gonna repair the Panther, as it's also in a bad condition. Let's see here, Raketenwerfer here doing what it can to keep DevM away, but man, DevM, he's just got armor superiority right now, and he may have been down on the VPs, but he is coming back with a vengeance. Hello, can I have some repairs too? Aggressive play here from Isildur. He knows he needs to make a play to make something happen, but I'm afraid it didn't pay off for him. Or did it? Not really. At least he gets to keep his Panther, but he lost one of his Volks Grenadiers at some point. And now all the infantry is falling back. Stern Pioneers are coming out here, trying to get some repairs in on the Panther once again. And DevM, he's just calling in another T-34. And once that gets onto the battlefield, I fear that Isildur, he is he's gonna get flattened like a pancake. Trying to set up here, but he should have sicked when he sacked. As now DevM, the conscripts here, got him flanked. He will try to get a decap here, and then he'll probably, yeah, retreat. Better luck next time, boys. Down here, let's have a look. DevM having used some of his munitions for the skill planes, so he's not putting too many, if any, munitions into mines. Can't really recall him see do that. Okay, we're back at it here. Another Panther is in the works, but that Syscon is trying to make life short for its Schwerpanzer headquarters. Here we go, a little bit of AT trying to poke out. He wants to get rid of that Syscon, but with all these T-34s, it's a difficult task, and the Panther can only do so much. Has of course earned its second star, but those 85 guns are punching holes into this armor. Rest of the infantry is now coming into support here, and the Syscon is pulling back. Meanwhile, the Panther is of course rather badly damaged. Needs to pick up that, please. No, it's left on the battlefield. And DevM's Soviet army is just swarming in, and all the infantry is in retreat, but help has arrived. It's another Panther, but look at all these tanks. They are fresh, good to go. Oh, did he just move in? he just did. Just moved in the capital circle. What are you doing? Okay, a little bit of risky there, but still, Isildur knows that he needs to make something happen. It's just that he forgot his magic wand back home, and he is fighting a tough fight here. At least his Schwerpanzer headquarters is still standing. Not better than it ever did, though. that would be a lie if I said that. And now the combat engineers are, you guessed it, just gonna repair here. And yeah, Isildur's Sverdpanzer headquarters is doomed. And these boys here don't have an open weapon slot to pick up the Panzerschreck. Wop, wop, wop. Meanwhile, double machine guns here, gunning down to the best of their abilities. These conscripts here. Yeah, there we go. Now they're starting to take a little bit of damage here. Come on, guys, improve your aim a little bit, okay? 130 points. DevM relentlessly pounding and knocking on Isildur's front door. And with, yeah, with 2 Panthers left, I feel that's an appropriate analogy or something like that. You know, he's got 2 shots remaining in his gun to make some sort of comeback. But I just don't think it's gonna happen. These boys are gonna pick up that. Yeah, there we go. Now you're really combat certified. At least Isildur is capping this here, but that MG squad is gonna get crushed if DevM just as much as thinks about it. Panther gets a little bit lucky, but then I think its luck is running out. Nope, it actually still alive. Perhaps with a luck here with the pathing, he might be able to take one of them, but nope. DevM's pathing may have opened him up for attacks, but the Panther missed, and here we go. Isildur's one remaining full health Panther is trying to flank, but is just getting so much overpowered here, and it makes matters worse. Now the Sysgun is coming onto the battlefield. He is trying to get a little more fuel as well. Sysgun drove too close to the base exit, but DevM, he is calling in the planes, and that could spell the end of the Panthers. No, gunning for the infantry there. Run, boy! Whew, man, these T-34s are sturdy. Okay. Isildur not giving up, not just yet. He's trying to get out the one Raketenwerfer to aid him in his push. Man, there are 4 T-34s on the base. Well, just sitting here or close by. I mean, oh my god. And DevM, he is close to equalizing the victory points. Isildur has afforded to get out a Raketenwerfer here. But up against some T-34s, that Raketenwerfer's life could be short-lived. He is, of course, trying to get out of the base here, but nope, those planes are still lurking about. Sysgun T-70 in recon mode. Despite looking the wrong way, he's still providing ample vision on this side here of the map. And look at the map, it is incredibly blue, and that is something that has 2 meanings. Blue, as in DevM owns the majority of the map. Blue, because this is rather depressing for Isildur, and Isildur, he's just charging in, trying to make it happen again. Try to make the impossible happen, but then again, here in Europe it is Christmas time, it is time for the miracles, but in this game, on this map, it is only autumn, thus no Christmas miracle will happen. It is just DevM, merciless, going for the killing blow. He is going for the throat of Isildur, and this is it. And I'm not talking about any Michael Jackson musical award here or performances. No, this is it. Game over. Isildur's last men are getting slaughtered, and I'm not seeing any movement. Isildur surrenders. Game over. Wow. Phew. Well, DevM, he may have been down throughout the majority of the match in terms of victory points, but his army composition just allowed him to get back in the fight there and ultimately crush Isildur. I hope you enjoyed this one, and before we look at the stats, I am just going to say like and subscribe if you want more, dislike the video if you disliked it, and let's take a look at some juicy stats, shall we? Don't forget to press pause if there's something you want to further study, as I'll be going over these rather quickly. Yeah, we can see here Isildur struggling and struggling almost, and then no, and no. Resource float, yeah. DevM, he had an easy time here at the last 5 minutes of the match where he had plenty of resources. Also, again, just going downhill for Isildur, sadly. Units, let's see, Isildur. Pretty numbers. Good efficiency. Also on his vehicles. Most damage taken from conscript squad. Well, I'll be. Let's check in with the DevM. Let's see his stats. Nothing really that surprising here. Anywho, see you later. Adios. Ah, pressed the wrong one.